Good morning, Graham.
Hello, Andy.
So, Graham, you're a vicar. What are you doing getting involved in politics?
Why are Vickers involved in politics? Well, I guess when you become a Christian, you take on a new kind of identity. Uh, you become a new person, and you become part of a new family. You have a new identity that God has given you. You are a new person within a polis. A new kind of politics goes on in your life. And actually, in a way, to say that you shouldn't be involved in politics is a bit like saying, you shouldn't breathe. It's so essential
Yeah.
to the way in which we live. One of two of my favourite passages. I'm wearing my little ambassador's wristband at the moment. 2 Corinthians 5:20 talks about God committing the ministry of reconciliation, that God was reconciling the world to himself through Christ, and that he is committing this ministry of reconciliation to us as his ambassadors, as though he were making his appeal through us. I love that idea that we get to live out this appeal that God is making, that that people be reconciled to him through us. And the other passage I love in the New Testament is where Paul writes in Philippians 3:20 that we are citizens of heaven. Again, it's the language of politics. It's the language of living an active life under God's rule. And what kind of rule is that? It's the kind of rule we see in Luke 1 in the Magnificat, where the rich are sent unseated from their thrones, sent away empty, where the poor are lifted up, where the tables are turned, and all those who have exploited and dominated and committed injustices, if you like, get their comeuppance, and those who have been the victims get lifted up and the world is put to rights. So for me, politics, local, national, international, is simply about looking for those who have had their human dignity squashed and quenched, and systematically it's been suppressed by other powers and by other peoples. And we just see it. We see people getting wealthier and wealthier and wealthier while the poor get poorer and poorer. We see people using their power to intimidate and oppress. And you don't need me to tell you the examples. You only look at the news and you see what's going on in our world. And Christians believe this isn't the way God wanted the world. God wanted every human person, every man, woman and child that is made in his image, that he loves, to have that share of the dignity of the human flourishing for which we were intended. And if we can work and labour to try and make that a bit of a reality here and now, then by God's grace we will keep on going for it.